Johnson Center here on the campus of Chipola College. Panhandle Conference basketball on Huddle. And Russell here with you. Trinity, Aaron, and Eric Dove with us tonight. And a matchup of unbeaten clubs as Chipola in white and Northwest Florida in black and red, and we are underway. Chipola's just thrown the basketball away. Chipola's starters include Anaya Ruddick, Denia McDonald, Kanaya Daniel, Michaela Brown, and Jalen Brill. For Northwest Florida, Nevaeh Scott, Micaiah Chase, Kyla McBride, Kazaria Johnson, and Deborah Davenport. And this is Northwest Florida with the basketball as they will work here topside key. Give the ball up now to Scott. Scott comes over to Chase. Chase in the lane, dishes on the baseline. McBride, jumper on the way, no, but there's a Northwest rebound in Chase. Out it comes to McBride in the corner, back to McBride, top of the circle now. Over to Scott. Scott for three, rims out. Rebound, Chipola is Brill. Jalen Brill will rip it down, and she will give it up. Driving to the basket is Daniel, our leading scorer, and she is fouled on her way to the basket. A battle of unbeatens. Hey, how about 38-0 between the two clubs? Both teams are 2-0 in conference. Gulf Coast is chasing them at 1-1. And going to the line for Chipola, Kanijah Daniel. Again, 21.3 points a game. Out of Carrollton, Georgia, 5'10", and she's a sophomore. And the free throw's on the way, and it's up. It's good. She played at Carrollton High School, transferred from Georgia Southern. She played for the mighty Trojans there at Carrollton. Free throw, it's on its way, and it's in. And the good girls lead here early. Here's Northwest with the basketball, bringing the ball down along the boundary. It's Scott. Scott in the far wing. Top of the circle it goes. And that is McBride. Check that. That is Davenport. Cross court it comes now to Chase. Chase to Johnson. Johnson head fake. Good ball fake. Euro step. Shot though no good. Rebound Chipola. Coming down with the ball is McDonald. McDonald to Daniel. A looping pass over to Ruddick. Anaya Ruddick for Chipola, leading 2-0. This is Brill with it. Topside key it comes to Johnson. Down to 10 to shoot. In the wing it comes to Ruddick. Ruddick being hedged out front. Now stumbling and will throw up a shot as blocked. Taken away by Northwest. Here they come down the floor. Northwest with the basketball. And in the corner it goes now. Dribble drive to the basket. Shot good. And a foul. His driving was Scott. Nevaeh Scott out of Memphis, Tennessee. Shot is up and in. Check that as number 5, not 2, Chase. Micaiah Chase with the basket. We are tied at 2, 7:55 left in quarter number 1. Foul on Michaela Brown for Chipola. Free throw up, front rim, back rim, and in for Chase. And Northwest leads 3-2. Here's Ruddick with the ball between the two circles. Indians in white. Brown, free throw line. Will dribble drive all the way to the basket. Strong, and she scores. Brown with 2 points. 4-3 Chipola. Northwest with the basketball. This is Scott. Scott to Chase. Chase now to McBride. Down along the baseline. Johnson, jumper, rims out. Fighting for the rebound. We got it. Here comes Chipola's Ruddick along the boundary. Ruddick along the baseline. Leaves it down low, and there's a whistle and a foul. Foul Michaela Brown. And a foul on Northwest. 4-3 Chipola. 7:14 left in quarter number 1. 4 10-minute quarters in Women's Division I NJCAA basketball. Also in the NCAAs as well. Indian basketball coming your way on Huddle. Again, want to thank Trinity, Aaron, and Eric with all the pictures for us tonight. Free throw up, no good. Our next home game is February 1st as Picola will come to town. We'll go to Gulf Coast in between. Misses both free throws, does Brown. Here's Northwest with the basketball, and this is Chase. Top of the circle, it goes to Davenport. Over to McBride. Top of the circle, that's Davenport. Shoves it to Scott. In the corner, ball fake, driving. Knocked away, 12 to shoot, Northwest ball. Bart Walker in his 10th season over there in Niceville, two-time national champion. Here is Northwest with the basketball. Odenim has checked in. She has it down low. Out it goes to McBride. McBride to Davenport. Her three is up. It's good. First three of the night for either club. And Northwest leads 6-4. Here's Ruddock with the basketball for Chipola. In the lane, the shot is up. It's good. Davenport has tied the ball game up for us at 6 apiece. Here's Northwest with the basketball, and that is Nevaeh Scott out there. Here it comes near wing to McBride. Down low, good fake. Davenport, cross court, skip pass. Scott. Scott won't shoot. To Chase, her jumper, clang, no good. Rebound Northwest, we knock it away. It'll be Northwest ball. 20 to shoot it. Scott will inbound for the Red Raiders. Scott will inbound. Looking, finds Chase. Chase with it, top of the circle. Chase gives it up in the corner to McBride. Jumper, air ball, no good. There's a push. No foul, but it'll be our ball. It went off us. There was a pushing foul on Northwest. Sometimes officials do that, and I take liberty to say it. As it'll be Chipola ball. 6 minutes left first quarter, tied at 6. And Lynn Dudley has checked in for Chipola out of Kingsland, Georgia. This is Ruddock, topside key. Ruddock will give the ball up to Daniel. Daniel threw it away. It threw the hands, actually, of Dudley. Here comes Northwest with the ball, and that's Scott. Scott will work cross court, caught by McBride. Jumper by Davenport, no good. Rebound Daniel in Chipola. There's a foul on the top of the key in backcourt. Looks like the foul's going to be going against Chase, Micaiah Chase. The Californian will go to the sideline. Looks like checking in. Boy, these numbers are hard to pick up, but it's Cameron Kaporin in for Northwest. She's playing defense now on Aranea Ruddock. Ruddock with it in the wing. Ruddock trying to turn the corner. Gives the ball up now to Herron, who's checked in. Herron drives, shot block, out of bounds. Chipola ball, 13 to shoot it. Serena Herron in the game. The freshman, 6 foot out of Lincoln, Nebraska. And Daniel will check it in, the Carrollton, Georgia native. Lob it inside. Ball knocked away. Picked up, though, by Daniel. Over to Ruddock for 3. We need it. Got it. Ruddock for 3. First 3 of the night for Chipola. 9-6. Lady Indians. Here's Northwest. Black shirts. White numbers trimmed in red. Here they come down the floor. Along the boundary, it's McBride. All the way to the baseline. Won't shoot. Gives it up to Scott. Her runner won't go. Rebound Chipola. Herron with the board down the floor to Ruddock. Ruddock in the wing. Stop, start, move. Gets the window pane. Won't go. Rebound Northwest. Scott with it. Brings it from the boundary to the logo and comes across half court. Over it goes to Kaporin. In the wing. Top of the key, Johnson. Johnson will give it to Davenport. Back to Johnson. Over to McBride. Top of the key, jumper good. It's a two-pointer. Two-pointer for McBride. Indians by 1. Here's Daniel, far wing. Daniel with the basketball. Kanija. Top of the circle. Nice penetration move. Lost the ball. Picked up. Shot good by Chipola. As the Indians had that ball picked up by Herron. And she stuck it in for 2. Indians by 3. Here's Northwest with the ball. Kaporin brings it down. Over it goes now to McBride. To Scott. To Kaporin. Top of the circle now to Johnson. Back to McBride. Far wing. Shot clock down to 5. McBride. Shot knocked away. Picked up by Brill. Brill will give it up to Daniel. Daniel weaving her way all the way to the basket. Shot blocked and out of bounds. Should be Chipola ball with 23 to shoot it. And I believe we're going to have a timeout. No subs are coming in. Media timeout it is. 3:20 is left to go in the first quarter. Chipola by 3. You're watching Indian basketball on Huddle. .320 left in quarter number 1. The Lady Indians of Chipola in white, Raiders of Northwest Florida in black. Chipola with a 3-point advantage. Here are the Indians. Dudley, Lynn Dudley will inbound. And it'll come out to Ruddock. Ruddock in the wing. Out of Pompano Beach. Lost the ball, got it back. Looks over on the elbow. Daniel with it. No, that's McDonald driving. Whistle and out of bounds it goes, and it'll belong to Northwest. Chipola got Tyra Brown in the ball game along with Heron. And Faison will check in. Ariel, number 2. Dudley's in the ball game along with McDonald. Denia McDonald out of Toledo, Ohio. But here come the Raiders with the basketball, and this is Kaporin. Over it goes. Now to McBride. Scott in the corner. Dribbling out of there is Sydney Bradley. Ball loose. Picked up in backcourt, and there's an over and back. They're going to call over and back. Chipola did not touch it. And going back into backcourt from forecourt is a violation. Or it has been since they put up the peach basket. 11-8. Chipola with the lead. Here's Chipola with the basketball. Driving is Dudley. Pull up. No. Rebound battle for 1 by Northwest. They're running down the floor. Catching the ball is Scott. Top of the circuit comes to Davenport. High-low post. Shot is up. Won't go by Odenim. Here's Chipola with the basketball. McDonald. Top of the circle. McDonald works to Faison. Faison trying to, they hedge. She's trying to turn that corner. Cannot, over to Heron. Heron to McDonald. Spinning to the basket. Shot blocked. No calls down there. Northwest running Davenport. Double team. And there is a traveling call. They're letting them play. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Chipola by 3. You got to adjust if you're a player to the style that Old Stripes has decided upon. And here are the Lady Indians. Ariel Faison out of Pompano Beach will give the ball to Heron. Serena looks down low. McDonald throwing it up, rolling out, won't go, fighting for her own board. And it's going to go off Northwest. It'll be Chipola ball. Brill back in the ball game for Chipola. And Daniel's back in also, Kanijah Daniel. for Chipola. And we do inbound the basketball. And it gets to Daniel, top of the circle, and there's a foul. Oh, they're going to call offensive foul on Serena Heron. First foul. Team second. First quarter of play. Chipola's going to get Michaela Brown, the Canadian, into the game for Chipola. But here's Northwest with the basketball, and it's Davenport to Kaporin to McBride to Scott. Kaporin. And Scott, an offensive foul, so turnaround's fair play. If you set a pick, you got to stay put. It's up to your teammate to take that defender into you. You can't reach out and touch someone. Sounds like a commercial. 11-8 is our score. Chipola with the lead. We're wearing the white tonight. And this is Daniel. Daniel to Faison in the wing. Taken away by Northwest. Kaporin, length of the floor, run out layup, good. Kaporin has made it a 1-point game. Faison for Chipola. Little stop, start, little whistle, and a foul. Being ridden down the floor by Northwest. And it's Kaporin with the foul. Out of Miami, Florida. 1:07 left in the quarter. Indians by 1 point. And 5 team fouls be shooting 2 shots. And Faison will go to the line out of Pompano Beach. Ely High School, played for the Mighty Tigers there. Free throw, back rim won't go. We have missed 3 free throws. She's a freshman, 5'7". Faison. At the line we need it, and got it. Faison's first points of the game. Chipola led by Ruddock's 5. 3 players with 2 points. Here's the Raiders. Kaporin with the basketball along the boundary. Top of the key, it goes to McBride. Elbow jumper, clang, no good. Rebound, Chipola. Daniel off and running, has the numbers. Going to look down low, and it's going to be caught. We're going to throw up a shot, no good. Rebound, Chipola, ball loose. Now, and there should be a jump ball, and the arrow is pointing to the visitors from Okaloosa Walton in the old days, now Northwest Florida. They'll always be O-dub to us old folks. 12-10. Chipola with 2-point lead, 44 seconds left in the period. Here's Northwest. Kaporin will work in backcourt to McBride. Along the boundary, a little ticky-tack foul there on Dudley. My good friend John Ellerby would say a little ticky-tack or nickel and dime. You can clang into one another, no call, reach in and touch someone, and it's a foul. I don't want their job, just saying. Here's Northwest, Chipola by 2. And Northwest is Kaporin with the basketball. Stops her dribble, cross court, Scott. Scott, nice move, baseline all the way to the basket, and we are tied. Scott has tied the game at 12. And this is Daniel for Chipola. Daniel, topside key it goes. And that's Faison. Shot clock's been turned off. We got the last shot if we so choose. Daniel's going to clear out. 7, 6, 5. Here's Daniel. Elbow. Going to the corner. Baseline. Lost the ball. And that'll end the first period of play. Tied at 12 between Chipola and Northwest Florida. You're watching Chipola basketball on Huddle. Going to quarter number 2 here from the Milton Johnson Center. Panhandle Conference basketball on Huddle tonight. Russell here with you tonight. Chipola in white and Northwest in black. You're listening from the Milton Johnson Center in Marianna, Florida, where the snow is finally melting. Here is, that is right, here in Northwest Florida. There's a whistle and a charging foul called on Chipola's Faison. Charging on Faison. Tied at 12. Raiders will check in Johnson. Kazaria back in the game. And Scott is going to mop the floor herself. And inbound. There's no love lost between these two clubs. Here is Kaporin in backcourt. A little bit of pressure now by Chipola. McBride back to Kaporin. Working between the two rings to McBride. McBride dribbles. Over to Kaporin. Tie ball game. Johnson. And there's a steal. Steal out there by Dudley. Lynn driving. Lynn shooting. She scored. 2 points for Dudley. Indians by 2 points. Just underway, second quarter. Here's Northwest. Kaporin with the basketball to McBride. Double dribble. You don't see that called a lot. But once you pick it up, you can't go again. 14-12 Chipola. Certain calls you don't see a lot. Double dribbling. Carrying the ball, you don't see a lot. Here is Chipola. In the wing it comes. Daniel, lob it down low. They bang in to Brill, no call. Here's Northwest with the ball. Scott works to Davenport for three. Off the rim. Long rebound belongs to Northwest and McBride in the corner, and they throw it off of us. 14-12 Chipola. 8:46 left in the half. And Scott will inbound. Nevaeh Scott out of Memphis, Tennessee. Here comes Naomi Sonato. The Seattle, Washington native will check in. Where's number 20? Kaporin in the far wing. Now it comes to Sonato. She's looking for help. Kaporin to Johnson. 5 to shoot it. This is Scott. Do they know it? 3, 2. She will throw up a long one. Good. Wow, three-pointer by Scott. Yeah, she knew it. 15-14, all the way to the basket. We took a lead. Faison 4-2. 16-15 Chipola. 2 undefeated clubs tonight. The winner will own the longest win streak record this season. Whistle and a foul on Chipola. The winner of Saturday's game, tonight's game, will own the longest active winning streak in Division I NJCAA women's basketball. Currently, Chipola has it with 20. The Raiders, though, right behind them with 18. So the winner will own the longest active winning streak in the NJCAA. Foul on Chipola goes against Jalen Brill, her first. Team second. Northwest will inbound. They'll lob it into Davenport. Free throw line jumper. It is good. And the Raiders have the lead 17-16. Little stop, start, move, shot. Up and good by Faison, and she is fouled. 5 for Ariel. She'll go to the line. Kaporin picked up the foul. McDonald back in. Heron back in for Chipola. 18-17 Chipola. Faison. Free throw. Count it. He's our leading scorer right now with 6. Here comes Northwest in backcourt. McBride to Scott. To Kaporin. Down low, they'll feed it. Davenport shot no good. Rebound, Chipola. Running with the basketball is Dudley. Dudley to Daniel. Daniel for three. It's too strong. Rebound, battle for one by Chipola, then knocked around and picked off by Northwest. Scott all the way in the lane. Kicks it out. McBride for three in the lead. Yes, McBride. 3 threes now for Northwest. They lead us by 1, 20-19. Daniel lobs it down low. Ball ripped away, though. Taken away from Heron. Here's Scott. Scott in the lane. The runner, no good. But there's a rebound. Stick back, no. And then Chipola with a rebound. Daniel dishes. McDonald. McDonald to the basket. Shot is up. No. Rebound Northwest. And they're running. Scott across the timeline. Scott with it in the wing. To McBride. Check that. That is Davenport. Now McBride for three. Clang. No good. Rebound Chipola's Daniel. Whistle and a timeout. Timeout Chipola. 6:39 left in the half. Indians trail by 1 point. You're watching Indian basketball on Huddle. .639 left in the half. Chipola's in white, Northwest in black. The Raiders lead the Indians by 1. And this is a long jumper by Chipola. Back rim no good for Ruddock. Rebound Northwest. Northwest shooting it a little better. Here's Scott. Scott to Davenport. Out it comes. Now to McBride in the wing. Looking down low. That's Davenport. Took it out to McBride to Scott. Scott at the top. Nice move in the lane. Lost it. Got it back. Worked it out to Johnson. 7 to shoot it. Scott wants a pick. Gets the pick. Pulls a string on a three. This one no good. Over the back. No call. But it'll be Chipola ball. Daniel will inbound. It'll come to Ruddock. Indians trailing by 1. Ruddock with it. To Daniel. Daniel fogs a three. We need it. Got it. Got to get Daniel going. And 5 points for her now. Second three for Chipola. Indians lead by 2 points. Here comes Scott along the boundary. Cross half court. Scott to McBride. Lob it down low. Davenport. Back out it comes to McBride. McBride pull up. Baseline. No. Rebound. McDonald and Chipola. Out to Ruddock. Down the floor. Heron run out layup. Good. Heron has given us a 4-point lead. This is Northwest in backcourt. McDonald with the basketball. Cross court to McBride. Over to Scott. Scott dishes down low to Odenim. Shot good and a foul. Jade Odenim. And Odenim, I believe, her first point. Jade's from France. .63 sophomore. Northwest had 6 on the court, and that's a violation even in Arkansas. 24-22. Odenham's free throw good. And it's a 1-point ball game. 24-23 Chipola. We figured it'd be nip and tuck, as they say. Here comes Chipola. The Indians have checked in Amani Klabundi. Saw her a lot early on in the season. Klabundi out of Omaha, Nebraska. This is Ruddock. Ruddock to Klabundi. Top of the circle, McDonald. Over it goes to Ruddock. Dribble, lost the ball, and there's a whistle and a foul. There's a reason she lost the ball. She was hacked by a Raider. And the foul is going against Deborah Davenport, the young lady out of Cincinnati, Ohio. 24-23, Chipola by 1. Trying to inbound, due to Daniel. Daniel gives to Ruddock. Ruddock to McDonald for 3. It's too strong. Rebound Northwest. Scott down the floor. Got to cut her off. Over it goes. A long shot on the way. No good by Northwest, but a Raider rebound to McBride. They reset. Sonata is the one missed that shot. Out it comes to Davenport for 3. No good. Sonata, though, with the board. Back out to Davenport. Stop. Shot. Good. She's fouled. Let the defense go by on as she stopped on a dime. Davenport was 7. The Raiders lead by 1. This is a good club. 4 minutes left. Both of them are here in the half. Coach Mitch Rolls wanting an explanation. And he's getting it right now. Faison back in the ball game as Klabundi checks out. Davenport at the line can make a 3-point play and does not. Northwest knocks it out of bounds. McBride, Indian ball. And the Raiders by 1 point. 25-24, 4 minutes or just short of it left here in the first half. This is Ruddock between the 2 rings. Ruddock to Daniel. Daniel at the top. Pull up and shoot a 3 off the side. No good. Rebound, Chipola's McDonald. Stick back. Good. Denia McDonald. First 2 of the night. But it gives the Indians a 1-point advantage. McBride. Scott. Little shake and bake. McBride on the baseline. Run over an Indian. Charging on McBride. The Indian ball. 3 minutes and a little change left here in the first half. This is Ruddock along the boundary. Ruddock shoves it topside key. Where dribble drive had the ball knocked away from Brown. Down the floor, McBride, her run out. Blocked from behind. And the Indians can't save it. It'll be Raider ball. Indians by 1, Raider ball. Scott will inbound. Out it comes. Raiders topside key, McDonald. Check that. That is Davenport to McBride. Shot blocked by Daniel. You can hear the leather up here. Daniel from the boundary to the middle of the floor to the basket. Shot left short. Whistle and a charge. Nope. Blocking foul. Blocking. Chipola will send Kanaya Daniel to the line. Daniel, sophomore, 5'10", Carrollton, Georgia. Transfer from Georgia Southern. Kanaya Daniel, free throw won't go. Struggle from the line tonight. Coach Rolls takes a stroll. Daniel will get another free throw. Free throw up there, good this time. 6 points for Daniel. Indians by 2. And a sub into the game. Odenim back in. And Ferguson, didn't see Ferguson check in. She checks out. And Sonata in the backcourt along with Scott. This is Scott. To Sonata. Looking down low, nothing there. Give it back to Scott. Dribble drive, elbow, jumper. No good. Rebound Northwest, Odenim. Sonata stolen away. McDonald. Run out. No. Rebound, though. Chipola's Daniel block. Northwest and Scott down the floor. Scott dishes out. Topside key, Davenport. Driving, drug her foot, traveling. Traveling on the Raiders, 2 minutes left in the half. Ruddock. Ruddock in the wing. Topside key, it goes to Brown. Brown to McDonald. She dribble drive all the way to the basket. She will score. 29-25 Indians. $1:40 left. First half, Scott with the ball. Scott with it between the two rings. Scott, dribble drive, throws up a prayer, not answered, but tapped up and in by Odenim. 5 for Odenim, 2-point Indian game. Faison with the basketball. Between the circles she works. 29-27. Chipola, Faison double team, gets it out to Daniel. Daniel to Ruddock for 3. It's short, rolls out, rebound Northwest, losing it, and no, they save it. Scott down the floor, push off, no call. Bradley jumper, good for 3. Sydney Bradley, her first points of the night, and it's a trifecta. And the Raiders by 1, less than a minute. Ruddock to Daniel. Daniel gets a pick from Brown. Daniel trying to turn that corner. Lobs it down low. Brown's open. Shot is up. No. Out of bounds off a Raider. Boy, they let them clang into each other down there. 35 on the game clock. 14 on the shot clock. Faison begging for a foul. Not coming. We trail 1. This is Ruddock in the wing. Give it up to Faison. 10 to shoot it. Daniel. Daniel, dribble drive. Little bunny rolls in on the baseline. 8 points for Daniel. 31-30. Raiders might have the final shot. Chipola got 8 from Daniel, 6 from Faison, 5 from Ruddock, 4 each from McDonald and Heron. This is Scott. 3 to shoot it. McBride for 3. Rims out. Pushing foul. And it's going to, I believe, going to be on the Raiders. Pushing on Odenim. And the Indians with just 0.6 of a second will inbound it. The clock will elapse. Deborah Davenport with 7. Scott, McBride, and Odenim with 5 for the Raiders. Again, Daniel with 8. Faison with 6. 5 for Ruddock. And 4 each for McDonald and Heron as we near halftime. I want to say thanks to Perry and Young, attorneys at law. Larry Perry and Chris Young. And also State Farm Insurance, thanks to Keith Williams. Now go with the name you know and trust. Free throws for Chipola is this will be a bonus for us. They were in the bonus area with Chipola. First free throw up and good by Brown. Indians could build a 3-point lead. Free throws up there. It is good there. She's got 4. And the Raiders will inbound, and that'll be the half. Chipola, 33. Northwest Florida, 30. It's halftime. You're watching Indian basketball on Huddle. Back underway here from the Milton Johnson Center. Chipola taking on Northwest tonight, a battle of unbeatens. Chipola with a 3-point lead. We are underway here in the second half. Northwest in red and Chipola in white. This is McBride to Davenport. Top of the circle it goes Scott. Dribble drive looking inside Davenport. Further down Odendam. Shot no good. Rebound Chipola. This is Daniel. Daniel to Ruddock. Ruddock with the basketball between the two circles. Ruddock to the basket strong. The runner won't go. Rebound Chipola's Grill. And Brill is fouled underneath. Foul is going to be Odendam. 3 fouls on Odendam. And checking in for the Red Raiders is Gazabria Johnson. Now this is Chipola's Faison to inbound. Faison, Daniel, Brill. Number 1 is Ruddock and McDonald, the starting 5 for Coach Rolls. And this is Daniel against the window. Clang, no good. Rebound, Northwest. Running Scott. Wing to McBride. Down low they go. Back out front, McBride. Scott between the circles. Along the baseline. Back to Scott. McBride. Down low, McDonald. Down low further. Shot a little hook shot in the lane. Good. And that one's by Johnson. Her first 2 of the night. It's a 1-point Indian game. Ruddock all the way to the basket. Lost it. Got it back. Looks down low. And Brill with it. Brill to McDonald's overhead. When we catch it, it'll be over and back. And there it is. And Northwest will inbound. Comes into Scott. Scott to McBride. Along the elbow. Driving is Scott. Leaves it to Davenport. Davenport to Chase. Down low, ball knocked away. Picked up by Chipola. Running is Daniel. Left to the right, to the left, and fouled underneath. Down in the paint. Indians by 1. Chipola with, Daniel comes in limping, and she'll come to the bench. Oh, that is not good. And Lynn Dudley will check in for Daniel is our leading scorer, averaging 21 points plus per game. Hopefully it's just a quick little stinger. Here's Ruddock. Ruddock to Faison. Faison. Dribbles, needs help, out it goes to Ruddock. Anaya Ruddock, top of the circle, good defense, looking down low, they steal it away. Davenport with the steal, out to Chase, to the basket, good. Chase has scored, and the Raiders have a lead. Michaela Brown will check in next chance. Indians trail by 1, Ruddock. To McDonald, fogs a 3, back rim, rebound, won by the Raiders. McBride to Scott. Scott in the wing. Down along the baseline. That's Davenport. Out it comes, shot by Johnson, no good, rebound, belongs to the Raiders. Chase in the lane, McBride for 3, no, rebound. It's out of bounds, and it's going to be last touch by whom? Oh, they're going to give it to the Raiders. We have played almost 3 minutes. The Indians have not scored. They're still working on Anaya Daniel over there. Kanaja Daniel, rather, for Chipola. We trail by 1. Raiders with the ball. And Kaporin with the ball. Kaporin works to Scott. 6 to shoot it. Scott in the lane. Lost the ball. Shot clock will elapse. And the ball belongs to Chipola. Training staff working on Daniel's ankle, retaping it. Tucker Mathis down there for Chipola, our trainer. McDonald on the wing. Doubled up, ball loose, picked up by Brown. She tries to jump over a Raider and foul. Chipola will inbound. Faison will do those duties. We have not scored in the second half. Here's Faison to inbound, still looking. And she'll get it out there. And it's Ruddock. Ruddock driving, tried to dish to McDonald. And wasn't quite ready for it. Offline a little. Raider ball. Kaporin in backcourt. Got it retaped, trying to get a shoe on it now over there for Daniel. And Chipola. Kaporin between the two circles. Over to Scott, far wing. Got a pick, elbow, left it down low, shot short. Little give and go didn't work. McDonald along the boundary. Stops, goes again, lost the ball. Loose, rolling out of bounds. Last touch by an Indian. Raider ball. Boy, this team is good. Raiders, good rebounding club. Good defense. Blocked shots. Kanaja Daniel back in the ball game. Retake that ankle. Let's see if she can move on it good. Don't see any limping. Here's Kaporin. Cross court to Scott. Scott got a man, by her man rather. Going baseline shot, no good. Rebound Chipola. And foul in backcourt on Northwest. There's Brill with the board. Kaporin with the foul. 4 fouls now on Northwest. We got him in foul trouble. Could shoot free throws on the next one, but we can't score right this moment. Gonna lob it down low. Show the ball. Dribble drive, reverse layup. Good, what a move by Heron. 6 for Serena. It's a 1-point Indian game. Scott uses that offhand to kind of fend you off. There's a steal try, and it may have hit Raiders last. And let's see if they reverse it. Gonna say Raider ball. Crowd didn't like it. 5:25 left. Third quarter. Here's Scott. Scott takes it to the far wing. Kaporin between the two rings. Check that. Into the ball game for the Raiders is Chase. There's a long one by Ferguson. Allison Ferguson off the bench and fogs a three. 37-35. 5 threes now for the Raiders. Ferguson, wow, just laced up her sneakers. Inside we go to Heron, shooting, scoring. She's got 8. Tied at 37. Down the floor, McBride. Lob it down low to Ferguson. Backs her way in. Back out to McBride. To the basket. Pull up. Rims out. Rebound. Heron and Chipola to Ruddock. Down the floor. Ruddock to Daniel. 4-3. We need it. We didn't get it. Long rebound. Out of bounds. Tied at 37. Daniel and Heron with 8, 6 for Faison. 7 for Davenport for the Raiders. Passela players with 5. Timeout on the floor. 4:26 left in the third quarter, knotted at 37. You're watching Indian basketball on Huddle. Tied at 37, 4:26 left in the third quarter. Tied at 12 after 1, 33-30 at the half. Chipola tied here. 4 and a little bit left, third quarter. Raiders with the ball. McBride looking down low. Ferguson. Shot is up, rolling out, no good. Rebound. Fighting for it. The Raiders, now the Indians have it. Brill with the board. Down it comes for Chipola. Daniel to the basket, strong. Her shot won't go. Rebound, Raiders. Davenport with the board. Here's Scott, tied at 37. McBride to Ferguson, and we push her from behind. Jalen Brill will be called with the foul. McDonald's going to check in. Brill's coming out. So the Nebraskan will take a seat. Here's Ferguson. Thought about fogging another three, but gets it to Scott. We're tied at 37. Raiders with the ball. Scott to McBride. McBride with it, spinning in the lane, won't shoot. Ferguson will. She'll dribble, drive, she'll be fouled. Got that little bit of separation. Allison Ferguson out of Houston, Texas. 6'1" sophomore. Saw Coach Steve DeMayo. His Raiders will take on our Donnie Tyndall and the Chipola Indians in our second game this evening. Ferguson free throw, back rim, no good. The Pensacola men are surging there, 3-0 in conference play. Free throw up, back rim, no good. But there's another Raider rebound. McBride with the board. Out to Scott. Scott works to Davenport. Pulls up, shoots, rims out. Rebound belongs to the Raiders. They're getting every loose ball. Scott, top of the circle. Stop and go. Shot, no good. McDonald with the board, no call. Boy, they clanged into her. McDonald, crossover dribble to the basket. Shot is up, no good. Rebound Raiders. Down the floor come the Raiders. Chase to the basket, throws up a prayer, not, and we bail her out with a foul. Wow. Crowd giving the official an earful. You can hear them. Micaiah Chase at the line. From St. Mary's Riken High School in Maryland. Could break a tie, free throw up, she does. Chase with 6. Raiders out rebounding us tonight. Free throw up, good. 7 for Chase. Let's get a basket. Here comes Chipola. And it's Faison with the basketball. Faison to Daniel. Daniel to Ruddock. Back to Daniel. Had to climb the ladder to get it. Brown's going to set a pick. And a foul will be called on McBride as Daniel driving. Should be free throws for Chipola. 5 team fouls now. And we need to take it to them this last 2:39 of the third quarter. And Daniel will go to the line. Kanaja out of Carrollton, Georgia, sophomore, 5'10". Played for the mighty Trojans there. Her free throws back rim, but it rattled in. For my situation where I'm located right here in the corner, where I'm on this end of the floor where she's shooting. It looked like it's going to be too long. Daniel free throw. This one rims out. 1 point Raider game. And here come the Raiders. It's Scott. Nevaeh Scott with the ball. Top of the circle. Works now over to Chase. Chase for three. No good. Long rebound. Belongs to Chipola. Over the back is Ferguson. More free throws for Chipola. So I'm saying we got to make a little hay now. If they want to be aggressive and foul, let's make free throws. Make them pay. Michaela Brown, the Canadian, sophomore, 5'11". Need a free throw, back rim and in. Boy. 5 for Brown. Tie ball game at 39. Free throw. We got the lead. Switch off the lights. Let's go home. But we got to play on. 40-39 Indians. Scott with the basketball. Scott in the wing. Over it goes to Chase. Chase will work to Ferguson. To Scott. 10 to shoot it. Scott. Ball loose. It was a kick ball. They're going to say a kick ball. Has tried to bounce it off the floor to Ferguson. It hit our foot. Scott will inbound. She'll lob it to Chase. Chase, dribble drive, ran over an Indian. Oh, they're going to call blocking. Crowd is like unbelievable. This is unbelievable, they're thinking. Now here come the Boo Birds. Micaiah Chase at the line. Indians by 1 point. Chase with 7. She's tied with Davenport. Free throw tied no longer. Free throw in. 8 for Chase. Chipola led by Kanijah Daniels, 9. 8 for Serena Herron. And the Raiders have the lead now by 1. 41-40. Here comes Ruddock with the basketball. Ruddock in the wing. Under 2 minutes left, third quarter. Brown at the top of the circle. Dribble drive all the way to the hoop. There's a whistle and a foul. We're going to shoot free throws. It'll be Michaela Brown. I'm going to take a stretch here. She's from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. And if you're from there and I said that wrong, my apologies. 41-40. We're glad Michaela has played for us for 2 years. Brown at the line. She's got 6 points tonight. Could tie the game. First one won't do it. Brown can tie it, and she does. Good form. Bottom of the net. Chipola's going to check in Carmouche into the ballgame. Trinity Carmouche out of Houston, Texas. Played at Elsick High School. So Carmouche into the game, her first action tonight. Tyra Brown also in there for Chipola. 41 apiece. Scott, top of the circle. Over it goes to Chase, down low. They'll feed it, and there'll be an easy shot, but it won't go in. Rebound, though. Raiders stick back, try. No! Missed 2 of them. Carmouche with the board. To Ruddock, had it taken away. Or Faison, rather. McBride, stop, pop, put it up. No. Going to throw it off an Indian. No, we're going to take it away. Daniel, crossover to the basket. Strong shot. No, but she's fouled, and Daniel will go the line with a $1:04 left. Third quarter, tied at 41. Raiders had point-blank range. At least 2 shots under the basket. One by Davenport, the other by McBride. He couldn't get them to go. Daniel will have shots. Free throws up. Good. Kanijah in double figures. The first player from either club to be in double figures. She's still a good 10 points below her average. Next one's up and in. She's got 11. and the Indians lead by 2. Lynn Dudley in the game for Chipola. We're trying to get our starters out, give them a little bit of a blow. McDonald's in there along with Ruddock. As we got 1 minute left. 1 minute left, third quarter. This is Scott, top of the circle. Scott lost it, got it back. Over to Bradley to Chase. To Scott, to Bradley. Fakes a three, baseline, gives it down low. McBride, turnaround jumper for the tie, good. McBride for 2. Tied at 43, 37 seconds left. About a 10-second differential. This is Ruddock. Low to Carmouche to McDonald. McDonald to Ruddock. Tie ball game. And there's 10 seconds to shoot it. This is Ruddock. Gets a pick. 3 seconds, 2. We got to shoot it. We will let one go. It's no good. Rebound Raiders. Chase down the floor to Scott. Her run out layup is no good. Rebound Chipola, and that'll end the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. Tied at 43. You're watching Indian basketball on Huddle.
Attention fans, tonight is Jackson Hospital Night at the Mills. Chipola Athletics would like to thank you for your service to our community. Let's hear it for Jackson Hospital.
Ready for the final quarter. Having a little tough time getting both teams back out there. We're tied at 43. Chipola's led by Kanaja Daniel with 11, 8 for Serena Herron, and 7 for Michaela Brown. For Northwest Florida, it's Micaiah Chase with 9, 7 for McBride and Davenport, and we're back underway. Here's Chipola with the basketball. This is Daniel. Daniel will work the basketball over to Lynn Dudley. Back to Daniel for 3. This one's short. Long rebound belongs to Scott. And Northwest down the floor to Chase, and we foul her in the act of shooting. Be a couple shots for Chase. Micaiah Chase leads the Raiders with 9 points. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Men's game to follow. Both teams are 1-1 in conference. Chase and Pensacola 3-0. Coach Penna's team off to a great start. Chase break the tie. No. First one's no good. Chase, free throw good. She's got 10 double figures and a 1-point lead she has given her Raider team. And this is Ruddock. Ruddock, McDonald, Carmouche, Brown, and Daniel. This is McDonald. Over to Daniel. Daniel looks down low. Carmouche got it back out. McDonald to Daniel. Fogs a three. Good. Daniel with 14 now. She's heating up. 3 threes now for Chipola. 2-point advantage here. Scott, top of the circle. Scott at the elbow. Top of the circle it goes. Ferguson for 3. No. Rebound Chipola. McDonald with the board. Off we're running. McDonald to Daniel. Daniel wants another 3. This one's strong. No, but 3 free throws for Daniel. Foul to be on Scott.
Foul number 2 for the Raiders.
Second foul on Scott. Well, she kind of stirs the drink for Northwest. Daniel at the line, free throw in the air, good. 15 now for Daniel. Indians by 3, long way from home though. Daniel free throw good. He's got 16. And good, the biggest lead of the night for either club. 5 points, 49-44 Chipola. A lot of basketball though left. Here's McBride, inbounds to Scott. Scott comes near side key. Over it goes to the wing, down low, ball batted around. And there's a jump ball, and the arrow's going to be pointing to the Raiders. They're going to switch that. Nope, it should be Raider ball on the jump ball. Alternating possession. Scott will inbound and threw it away. Intended for Chase. They look at one another. Faison in the game. McDonald checking out. Here comes Chipola. Ruddock. Ruddock in the wing, top of the circle, Tyra Brown. Brown works over to Faison. Faison gives it to Ruddock for 3. Rimming out, no good. Rebound won by the Raiders, Scott. Scott works to Chase. Over to McBride. She backs her way in. Ball fake, hook shot, short. Rebound Carmouche and the Indians. To Daniel. Weaving her way to the basket. Shot block taken away by Scott. And the Raiders down the floor along the boundary. Daniel catches up. Over to Chase in the lane. The floater won't go. Tapped up, won't go. Over the back, no call. Rebound Carmouche. To Daniel. Daniel across the timeline under 8 minutes of play. Indians by 5. Daniel for 3. Bottom of the net. 20 points for Daniel. And there's a timeout. Listen to the crowd for the Chipola Indians. You're watching Indian basketball on Huddle. Judd. back underway here from Chipola. An 8-point lead, the biggest for Chipola, but the Raiders with the ball. Plenty of time. Daniels heating up. She's got 20. Over it goes to Scott. Scott to Bradley. McBride down low, Davenport. Out front, Chase. And there's 10 to shoot it. Scott, top of the circle. Little shake, little bake. Out it goes for Ferguson, and a three. That was Bradley, rather. No. Rebound, Chipola. And it's Ruddock, top of the circle, and slows the Jets down now between the two circles. Clock is our friend. Out it comes now to Faison. Faison to Daniel. Daniel, little spin in the lane. Lost the ball. And she'll get a timeout, or actually Coach Rolls does. Heads up play. 8 seconds left. I want to save the possession. 6:56 left to go in the ball game. Indians by 8 here on Huddle. So the Indians in white will have the ball. 8 seconds to shoot it, leading by 8. Daniel will look to inbound, and it will be stolen away. Down the floor to Scott. Scott, the length of the floor, her layup won't go. And it's won by Northwest as they'll save it. Scott to Chase, to Kaporin. Kaporin at the top. Chase in the wing, back to Kaporin. Kaporin will work now. Over to Scott. McBride in the corner. 5 to shoot it. Long one by Davenport. No good. Rebound Chipola. Carmouche to Ruddock. Down the floor for Chipola. Ruddock. Let's hold that ball now. No turnovers. Ruddock will bring in, give to Daniel. Little weave in the wing. Out it goes to Faison. Back to Daniel. They're going to closely guard her. Daniel wants the baseline. Nothing's there. And there is a long one by Ruddock. It's up and in. It's a three-pointer. 5 threes for Chipola, and the Indians lead by 11. Under 6 left. Scott. Over to Chase. Back to Scott. Scott in the lane to the basket. The runner won't go. Long rebound. Stolen away by Kaporin. Down low to Davenport. Out to Scott for 3. No good. Rebound Chipola. And it's Faison with it. Faison dish to Carmouche. Shot no. But there's Brill to put it up and in for 2 points. Indians by 13. 5.5 left. Kaporin to Scott. Scott to Chase. Back to Scott to Kaporin far wing. Lost it. Got it back. Looks down low. McBride to Davenport. Layup good. Good triangle ball right there. 9 points for Davenport. Indians by 11. 5:08 left to go in the ball game. Media timeout. You're watching Indian basketball on Huddle. 5:08 left to go in the basketball game. Indians enjoy an 11-point lead. Only 3 points for Northwest in the first almost 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Hey, if we can just match them, just get a basket. Inbound it comes, knocked away by Northwest. Chipola ball. Good defense by Northwest. They're not going to quit, I can tell you that. Bart Walker don't have quit in him. Daniel looks to inbound. And we'll find Ruddock in that corner, dangerous corner, but coming down along the boundary. All the way, got a push, no call. To the basket, blocked out of bounds, Indian ball. 22 to shoot it. Coach Rolls wants a set inbound play. It's a box inbound set. Trying to get a rub, got to wait. And there's a lob inside to Daniel. Daniel dishes to Ruddock. Ruddock trying to get around the corner. Pull up and shoot it. Ruddock, 2 points. 10 for Ruddock. Indians 59-46. Kaporin. Over it goes. McBride at the elbow, turnaround jumper. No good. Rebound Chipola. Daniel with the board. We don't need to be in a rush. Down the floor and we throw it away. But it's all for Raider. And that's just what Coach Rolls is. Both hands. And there's a timeout on the floor. 13-point Indian game, 4:33 left. You're watching Indian basketball on Huddle. Chipola by 13, 4:33 left to go in the ball game. We lob it into Daniel. Daniel will work to Clubundy. Down low, we try to work it to Brill, and it's taken away by Northwest. Here comes Scott down the floor, top of the circle, and then now gives to Kaporin. She'll go baseline, kick it back out front. Kaporin now for 3 in the air, no good. Rebound, Chipola. Good box out by Chipola. In Faison, here's Daniel. As we near 4 minutes left, why would we be in a rush? Over to Daniel. Down low, McDonald's shot is up and good. Good look by Daniel. And McDonald with 6 points. Indians by 15. Scott in the wing. Kaporin. Over it goes. Down low, they go to McBride. Pull up in the lane. Good. McBride with 9. 61-48, Chipola, 3:40 left. We've got to get it inbounded. We do. And it's Clubundy in backcourt. Coming down across the timeline. Had it knocked away, picked up by Kaporin. Shove it ahead to Chase. Layup, and it's back-to-back buckets. And it's an 11-point game and a whistle and a foul in backcourt on Northwest. They're going to try to extend the game with fouls and defense. Clubundy coming out. Ruddock coming in. It's going to be Brill, McDonald, Daniel, Faison, and Ruddock. This is Ruddock in backcourt. Milk every possession, guys. And their ball knocked away. Beat Chipola ball. They're a good defensive team. 3:13 left, 22 on the shot clock. Indian ball. Ruddock will look to inbound. Got to make a move to her, and they'll lob it down for Daniel. She'll catch it. She'll go to the basket. She'll lose it, get it back, put it up, and in. Daniel with 22 points. Indians by 13, nearing the 3-minute mark. Kaporin to Chase, back to Kaporin. Under 3 minutes now. Over to Scott. To Chase. She'll dribble drive, give it to Kaporin. She'll drive all the way to the basket. Her layup's good. Kaporin with 4. We left the gate open. Here's Daniel. Down the floor, 2:45 and counting left in the game. Daniel will give it up now to Faison. Over to Ruddock. Work clock. Ruddock pulls up, shoots it. It rolls out, no good. Northwest with the board. Kaporin, 11-point game. Kaporin crossover dribble, leave it in down low. Ball knocked away. Chipola's got it. Good play by Brill. Down the floor. Loose, picked up by McDonald. Spinning, shooting. No, but a foul. Boy, I'm thinking, man, work that clock a little bit. Our girls are aggressive to the basket. McDonald going to the line. Denia, McDonald, free throw, up, good. 7 for McDonald. Out of Toledo, Ohio, went to Reynoldsburg High, played for the Raiders. She's a freshman, 6'1", for Coach Rolls. Free throws up there, free throw short. Rebound, Raiders. Kaporin to Scott. Scott to the basket. Whistle and a foul. A push off against the Raiders. 12-point game. They say she was just out of bounds. Okay, so no foul. Here's Chipola. We've got 2 minutes left. And this is Ruddock with the basketball. Ruddock and Faison works backcourt. Over to Daniel. Daniel says, calm down. Daniel with the basketball with 7, with 6, with 5, and a whistle. And I think it's a timeout, or a foul on Kaporin. 5 on her. That'll do her. Checking in for Chipola's Lynn Dudley. Here's a lob in. It comes to Ruddock. And the Indians with 1:40 left. Again, the clock is our friend. They got to foul us. And this is Ruddock, dribble drive, head fake, pull up, shoot against the window. Won't stay down. Rebound, though, Chipola, and a takeaway by Northwest. A miss by Dudley. Down the floor, Scott. Minute 20 left. Scott, cross court it goes. Bradley to McBride for 3. Long, no good. Rebound, Chipola's Daniel. Spins out of there, comes down the floor. Daniel down the floor, and Brill over her head. Brill was open, just a little too much Tabasco on that one. 12-point Indian game. McDonald back in, 109 left. Let's don't let this thing get away. Indians going for 21 in a row. Timeout on the floor for the Red Raiders. 109 left. Indians by 12. You're watching Indian basketball on Huddle.
Attention fans, be sure to join us for our next game at Gulf Coast on Wednesday.
.109 left to go in the basketball game. Indians by 12. Had a big fourth quarter where the Indians have scored 21 points. Scott will pick it up. Clock will stop. Scott to the basket, and she draws a foul. Just what she wanted to do. And the foul's going against Chipola. Lynn Dudley picks up her third. She checks out. Scott will go to the free throw and try to make them with no time coming off the clock. Scott's free throw's up. It's good. Scott's been a good one tonight. 6 points, handling the ball well. 12 for Chase, 9 for McBride and Davenport. Chipola's gotten 22 from Daniel and 10 from Ruddock. Free throw up, good. As she makes them both. Chipola got to get it inbound, does to McDonald along the boundary. Got to help her. Almost threw it away. Ruddock comes across the timeline. Ruddock will give to Daniel. Daniel's going to let a three go. Bottom of the net. 25 for Daniel. That might just done it. 67-54 Chipola. Scott for three. Good. Oh, well, maybe not. 10 for Scott. 6 threes for Northwest. McDonald has it middle of the floor. And threw it away. Stolen by Bradley. Bradley, the length of the floor, her layup blocked by Daniel. Tie 67-57, a 10-point Indian lead, 28 seconds left. It will be Raider ball. Indians are going to go to 21-0 on the season. Raiders 18-1. And there's a long three in the air, no good. Rebound, foul by Chipola. 24 seconds left in the game. Fouling is not what Coach Rolls wants to do for sure. Incidentally, in the halftime of the men's game, we will have Coach Rolls on for a halftime interview. So if you're watching the men's game, got a treat coming your way. He should be very happy after this big win. Daniel got her hand on it. But Scott will shoot a three. No. Rebound. Chipola will get it out to Faison. 15 seconds left. Over to Daniel. I don't think they'll foul. And the Indians are going to win it 67-57. Listen to the crowd. Indians 67-57 over Northwest. That's the horn. The Indians win. And very sweet to beat the Raiders. 67-57. Men's game is coming up.